what we need in leaders is the ability to ask really difficult questions. Like, I know what we do is really good, and we want to continue doing that, but is it enough? Is it all we should be doing? Is it even what should be the priority of our agencies? And I think it takes a lot of courage to ask those kind of questions when, as a leader, to a certain extent, you're really protective of what you've developed and what you're doing well. You know, I think in the anti-violence movement, one of the things is that services for individuals who have already been hurt, we know what those are. But really, we don't know as much about how do we prevent those things from happening, or how do we intervene much earlier when something begins to go wrong. And I think those are the kind of tough questions that leaders in organizations really need to put out on the table and be fearless.
It's going to take thousands of millions of leaders, you know, because you can't let one personal thing that you're working on, and if it feels like you didn't overcome it the way you should, you got to recognize you're not a failure. You're not going to win every battle. We are put in specific areas and specific places because that's what we're supposed to do at that time. Leaders also have to allow timing. Sometimes to every season, maybe it's not the season for it, but it doesn't mean that it won't come forth. So you got to treat it, you got to plant it, and then another one going to come along and sow it, and then there's going to be another one that after I'm gone, the Christinas or whatever comes behind me, and they may be the one that harvests the goal of where I was trying to get. But it takes somebody to start out the vision and to keep imparting it, and then that leader helps other leaders to pull out the best of that person to get them established, and it just keep on going, and before you know it, it's a domino effect. But all of us, when we come together with the ideas, with the information, with the training, and developing those skills, that's when we make a change. It's not going to be one person that thinks, oh, I'm going to go out here and win the world.
The fire